Hello everyone. Today we're going to be talking about the standard K.MD.2, which is all about comparing length, looking at objects that are longer and shorter. I want to start today with a warm-up. So if you look at the screen, you see two different groups of apples. On one side, there are green apples, and on the other side, there are red apples. And we're going to be answering the question, what color apples are there more of? So let's start by counting the green apples. We're going to use our hands to count the green apples. Let's do it together. 1, 2, 3. There are 3 green apples. Now, if we look at the red apple side, let's count together using our hands again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There are 5 red apples. So now that we know there are 5 red apples and 3 green apples, now we can look at our hands and think, what color apples are there more of? On our red apple side, all 5 of our fingers are open. But on our green apple side, only 3 of our fingers are open and 2 of our fingers are down. So now that we just counted together and now we're looking at our hands, what color apples are there more of? Yes, there are more red apples. Good job. Now, we're going to look at other ways mathematicians can measure things. So, our learning goal for today is I can compare 2 objects and tell which one is longer and which one is shorter. But what do some of those words mean? So we're going to start by talking about some important math words that we're going to use all day. Well, throughout this lesson. So the first word is compare. Compare means looking at 2 different things and seeing how they are the same or different. Our next math word is longer. And longer is something that reaches farther than something else. Shorter is something that does not reach as far as something else. And our last math word we're going to learn about is length. And length means how long something is from one end to the other. So, I want to ask you guys, if you could use your hands like this and show me something that reaches farther than something else, something that is long, show me that on your hand, something that is longer. I'm seeing a lot of us holding our hands out really far. Okay, what if I'm asking you something that is shorter? How can we use our hands to show something that is shorter? I'm seeing a lot of us do this, right? And this shows something that is a lot shorter, something that does not reach as far as something that is longer. Good job. Okay, now I want us to compare some real objects. So if you look up at me, you can see I have a pencil. And you can also see that I have a marker. And I'm going to put them straight even with each other, straight across. See that right there? Okay, do you guys see, how my pencil reaches farther up than my marker? And do you see how my marker does not, my marker does not reach as far up as my pencil, right? So that means that my pencil, being that it is reaching farther up, is longer than my marker. And if we're looking at the marker, something that does not reach as far up, that means that it is shorter than our pencil. Okay, next, we're going to look at this question of a train, and we're going to compare the lengths of 2 trains. So one train is 6 blocks long, and the other is 4 blocks long. And we're going to answer the question, which train is shorter? So I'm going to pull up my little tool. All right, so let's go back to our question really quick. It says we're going to compare the length of 2 trains. One train is 6 blocks long. So let's make a train that is 6 blocks long. Let's do the front of our train and the rest. So there's our first block of our train. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oops, let me move that one. 6. So there is our first 6 blocks train. Now, if we go back to our problem, it says the other train is 4 blocks long. So now we're going to make our next train 4 blocks long. And let's change the color so we know which one's which. So this will be our first block, the front of our train. And then let's do the rest. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So now we have our 4 block train. And the question is asking us which train is shorter. So let's look at the different angles of this train. So here's it from the other side, another side, and the other side, right? So our blue train was how many blocks long? 6. And our orange train was how many blocks long? 4. Good. So looking at this picture, which color train is longer? The blue train with 6 blocks or the orange train with 4 blocks? And I'll show you the different angles while you think about it. Okay, now I want you to share with your partner which of these 2 trains is longer. Oh, I'm so sorry. Which of these 2 trains is shorter? I'm so sorry. The question was, which of the 2 trains is shorter? Is it the blue train that is 6 blocks long or the orange train that is 4 blocks long? Okay, now that you've shared with your partner, I want you guys to tell me which color train is shorter. Yes, the orange train is shorter because the orange train, if we look at the picture, does not reach as far as the blue train does. Good job, everyone. Okay, so now we're going to go back to our slides. Okay, now on your desk you'll see that I have given you 2 different color blocks. I have green blocks for you guys and orange blocks for you guys. I want you guys to create your own train using these blocks at your desk. And I want you to build one train with your green blocks and another train with your orange blocks. And I want you to make the train different lengths. When you're done, you're going to draw a picture on your whiteboards. So let's do that first. Okay, so I see that someone has a train that is only 1 block long, and his orange train is 2 blocks long. So let's hold it up. His green train is 1 block long, and his orange train is 2 blocks long. Now, can someone tell me which of these 2 trains is longer? Which one reaches farther than the other? The orange train. Why? Why is the orange train farther? Right, because it reaches farther up than the green train does. Now, can someone tell me which of the 2 trains is shorter? We already know which one is longer, so that should help us find out which of the trains is shorter. Good. The green train is shorter. Why? Yes, because it does not reach as far up as the orange train. Good job. Okay, here's another example. So on my screen, I have 2 sets of blocks stacked on top of each other. On the first side, I have, let's count together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Good. On the other side, I have, let's count together again. 1, 2, 3, 4. I have 4 blocks. So, what do we know about these numbers? Right, we just did the train activity. And the train, we know that that 6 is bigger than 4. right? Because the train that had the 6 blocks was longer than the train that had the 4 blocks. Very good. Now, I have an activity that I'd like you to do today, but before we do the activity, let's go over our important math words. Can someone tell me what does length mean? Right. It's how long something is, how long an object is. And what does the word longer mean? Right. It's how far something reaches out. And what about the word shorter? Right. It's something that does not reach as far. So if we go back to our example, the pencil is longer because it reaches farther than the marker. And the marker is shorter because it does not reach as far as as far as the pencil. Okay, so if we take out our Chromebooks, we're going to go to the site I Know It to get some more practice. All right, thank you.